What's up? What's good? What's going on, family? So I want to jump in and check the energetic frequency for this daily increase for the sign of Sagittarius. Guys, this is going to be for your sun, moon, rising, north node, Venus, but most importantly, that ninth house, placements and or transits. But even with that being said, these are general messages. So let's just take what resonates and bless someone else with the rest, all right? So let's see, what is the situation? What's going on? Like, what's the energy that Sagittarius is facing today? What is the energy that my Sagittarian ninth house collective is facing at this time? Guys, I just want to give you all a reminder. We do have the website up on sale. It does look to, we have all of our readings on the website on sale. Those are on sale until everything sells out. Once everything sells out, we will be doing a remodel on the website. So definitely head over there and test, see what you, or just check out what we got going out over there. There's also some blog posts. So, all right, Spirit, can we get some energy for Sagittarius? What's the energy? Thank you. Ooh. We got chopped wood and fork in the road. And I thought, when I first seen chopped wood, I thought it was the fork in the road card. But that's the card that's at the bottom of the deck. And this has a lot to do with an unfinished symphony. This is what you're facing today. So with 46, with this being a 42 card, that is a 6. So this is all about something is actually, this is about co-creating inside of a situation. This chopped wood, it really doesn't, there's a need to focus on the details. There is something like the big dreams, the big planning, the Neptunian energy needs to kind of be reeled in here in order to make a decision. There is a practical decision that needs to be made here in this present moment. And it looks to me that it does require a healed perspective here. Yeah, an improved perspective. Because this does require cooperation. So this is going to require you to cooperate with someone else. Harmony. Let's see what energy is on offer through this. Like, what energy is the universe offering Sagittarius through this day? What is the energy that the universe is offering Sagittarius today? What is the energy that the universe is offering Sagittarius today? Thank you. So we have a paradigm shift, activation to grow, make a necessary change. So there's definitely something that is trying to be activated for you here. The energy that is on offer is a major paradigm shift. A paradigm shift that I feel like that will get you out of a repetitive cycle. But it does require you to make some necessary changes in order to make the appropriate decision for this moment. Yeah, your current situation is initiating your gifts. So I definitely feel like that there is a power, like I definitely feel like that there's something not so small going on for you at this moment, Sag. So let's check this out. I want to look to see I want to look at the situation that you're requiring to chop wood inside of. I also want to see how you got here to the needs where you have to chop wood inside of this situation. And then I want to look at some advice. Look at the outcome. I really want to see how Sag is showing up with the card at the bottom of the deck. I feel like the chop wood is the situation, so I'm just going to look to see how we got here, the advice and where this is all headed. And then I want to see Sagittarius, how Sag is showing up at the bottom of the deck, please. Let's see, Spirit. What's up? What's good? What's going on for my lovely Sagittarian ninth house collective? Because I hope that these messages are finding you all in good health and in good spirits. How did the Sagittarian ninth house collective get here to this chop wood energy? How did Sag get here to the chop wood energy, Spirit? So we have the 9 of Pentacles. Your advice is the 4 of Swords. What's the likely outcome where this is all headed? Is the High Priestess and how Sagittarius is ultimately showing up is the Page of Pentacles. So I definitely, I have you showing up as beginners. You're in beginning stages, but where this is all headed to is this energy of you listening to your intuition. I feel like that you're in beginning stages is because you've actually finally just made the decision. You have made the decision to accept a situation at face value. Accept it as it is. And instead of looking for that situation to give you some sort of validation, this is saying here that you've just simply made peace with what it is and allowed yourself the freedom to navigate and move around. And that's why you're showing up as the Daughter of Coins here, the Page of Pentacles. This is someone that is starting out brand new, understands. This is the scholar. They understand, I got a lot to learn. I've made some mistakes here inside of this situation. I have to accept that. There's nothing that I can do to go back to change it. I have to accept that. But I am going to move forward and utilize the lessons that I learned inside of this situation so that I can move forward. And I feel like that where it's leading you towards is the ability to navigate chaos better, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like that at some point in time chaos kind of like made you feel backed up against the corner and it made you feel like you just had to claw your way out of the corner. But I feel like that through this, like how you're showing up is now the desire to stop for a second and see the best way to navigate chaos is really what I'm getting here. At least that's where we're headed. Okay, so how we got here is the Nine of Pentacles. I do feel like that there's a need to really pay attention to the details, to your stability, to your satisfaction. Like this is about no longer putting your demands and what it is, not even your demands, but it's like what you're asking for and what you're desiring. It matters, and it matters enough for you to put it on the table. So this is really saying here that with the advice, there is a need to get clear on what it is that you're wanting. Take a second, do some healing. There is some healing. And I feel like that the reason that the advice is to take a break, do some relaxation, go in and do some meditation, like take care of oneself with the Four of Swords. That's the advice. I feel like why this is saying that is because there are areas where you are absolutely dissatisfied and not fulfilled, and where you feel like that it almost appears to me via this spread that you may put your own stability and comfortability on the back burner in order to keep the peace, or in the name of someone else. Okay, and Spirit is really saying that it's time to pour into you, because only by doing so can you actually listen to your gut feeling, your intuition, so that you can figure out how to navigate this situation without incurring more and more karma. Because I will say this, I'm speaking to a Sagittarius that felt like that you was doing a good thing in the past, and it didn't turn out that way. It actually appears to me as if it came back to bite you in the ass, and feels like that you had to defend yourself and hold off the cavalry for a decision that you made that you thought was pure and authentic, right? But it was pure and authentic as long as, like, it was pure and authentic because your vision was clouded based off of trauma that needs to be healed. So it's not saying that you haven't done the healing yet in this moment, but it is saying that make sure that, like, even though you learned the lessons of the past, I clearly see that you learned the lessons of the past, or in the process of it. Spirit is saying don't allow the past to cause you to react a certain way in this present moment. Instead, learn the lesson and understand that because you learned the lesson, that in of itself is putting you in a category for a different outcome. But where this is headed is the High Priestess, and she's in this pretty flowing purple dress with child. Oh no, that's no child. Well, some of you all may be with child. I thought this was a child's head up there, but that's our hands. But really what this is really telling me is it's just like you're in flow. You're able to listen and open up to your higher self and receive the intuitive information. That's what's on the other side. But it does require you to do some resting so that you can see where you've not been putting yourself. Like, I don't know, like there's this 9 of coins. This is one of my decks where there's 2 people in the 9 of pentacles, but the 9 of pentacles really is that independent energy here. So it's like, and even these 2 people, they're holding 2 trays by themselves. Each one has their own tray with different things on it. So this is how we got here is needing to understand that you're bringing something different to the table, and you have to be confident in what you're bringing to the table. And so does the person that you're trying to intertwine your energy with. This person needs to feel confident in what they're bringing to the table. There's no need in like trying to outdo someone or base what you bring to the table based off of what someone else is bringing to the table. This is what I'm getting. The only major arcana here is the High Priestess. So this could be involving a Pisces. Doesn't necessarily have to be. This could affect the Pisces in your birth chart. Clarify the 9 of Pentacles for how Sagittarius 9th house collective got here, Spirit. Wow. The Fool card. You took there's a brand new beginning that you are either taking or considering taking. A brand new opportunity presented itself and it is awaiting you. It is a new beginning. I do feel like that at once upon a time, I do feel like, but you can't keep basing your present moment off of your past. All you can do is extract the lessons that the past has for you and move forward. But I will say that I'm speaking to a Sagittarius that got themselves into a good position independently, and in the past took a leap of faith and ended up probably codependent on the situation that you took a leap of faith in. There's a new beginning that is presenting itself. You're resisting taking a leap of faith because you fear the way that it acted, the way that it played out in the past. The past is not replaying itself here in the present moment unless that's what you're telling yourself, that's what you're fearing, therefore that's what you're attracting to yourself here. Okay? But there is a major paradigm shift that is on offer for you. So in order to get a different outcome, it is the only person that is in control of the narrative here is you. How are you going to show up? What is the Four of Swords? Why is the Four of Swords here for the advice, Spirit? The Justice in the reverse. See, that's the thing. The advice is to heal from some sort of discrimination, some sort of unfair behavior that took place in the past. One has to do some healing. One has to get to a place where you building one's confidence back up after unfairly being knocked down. That's the advice. Get back. You learned a lesson. Even though there was some unfair behavior or there was some sort of discrimination, some sort of unjust behavior that took place in the past, it taught you a very valuable lesson. And that doesn't mean that that's going to be, just because you had that lesson to learn then doesn't mean that it's going to replay out here in the present moment. But you have to get yourself in the mental mindset of believing that, because your beliefs are the very thing that are creating your reality right now. And Sag, I do want to just put you in mind that we do have a full moon in Sagittarius on the 23rd, Thursday of this week. So May the 23rd, there is a Sagittarius full moon, and that is about focusing on the bigger picture. Chop wood. There is a need to really clean up the details of a situation, but you still have to clean up the details of the situation with the bigger picture in mind. You cannot lose sight of the bigger picture, okay? That's what this chop wood is really wanting you to know. Even though you have to put, like, it's time to put those, in the book it calls it armchair dreams. it on the, like, you have to put those on hold right now to handle the daily, the mundane parts of life. But even through handling those mundane parts of life, you cannot lose sight of the big, like, what it is that you're wanting altogether. And that's something that I feel like is happening here. It's like you're getting bogged down in the details and losing sight of the bigger picture. Spirit is saying, I need you to focus on the details, but don't get bogged down in it, because your glory, where you're being exalted, is in the bigger picture. Let's see. The High Priestess is here for where this is all headed. The moon, exactly, the moon in the reverse. The Eight of Pentacles, things will work out. Focus diligently on your craft and there is success here, okay? There is some sort of self-mastery that is taking place through this situation here. But I want you to know that where this is all headed is, you have this intuitive knowing. Where this is all headed, someone's hidden agenda is coming to light. Whatever someone's hidden motive is, it is coming to light. Okay, there is this energy of some sort of truth being revealed. The moon in the reverse also says the end of depression. So if this situation, and I just want to let you know that all of the clarifying cards are major arcanas. The Fool card, the Justice card, and the Moon card. Okay, so the High Priestess was the only major arcana that came out in the original spread, Sag. That's because Spirit is telling me that where this is headed, you already know. You have a deep knowing. Your intuition is letting you know that this is already taken care of. You already intuitively know the outcome of this situation if you stop allowing your fears to outshatter that still small voice inside. But what it's ultimately telling me is that you must allow. The major arcanas are divine movement. When we got major arcanas on the board like this, free will is limited. That's why you're being told to focus on self-mastery. Focus on the craft at hand. Sag, you are the craft at hand right now. Mastering oneself, okay? And while you're focusing on that, the universe is clearing this situation up. Divine equilibrium is coming out. Justice is on the board. That's what justice is. Karmic balancing of the scales. And the reason that this has to happen is because there was an injustice that took place. And that may be because the person that you're facing did some sort of injustice, or you could have some karma that has to be cleared up through you experiencing this situation. But where this is headed is the releasing of fears. Literally, illumination. Things will come to light. Truth. End of depression. Clarity. Illumination. Releasing fears. That's where this is headed. And ultimately, I feel like that you know this. And ultimately, I want you to know that if you're dealing with someone who is conniving, because I did see the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, this person's deception will come to light, okay? Let's look at this Page of Pentacles. Why is the Page of Pentacles here for how Sagittarian 9th House Collective is showing up? The Hermit. I'm telling you, Sag, this is all about self-discovery. Do you hear me? The Page of Pentacles is the scholar of the deck. Okay, and then we got the Hermit card clarified by that. So, baby, you go from the student to the wise fucking leader. Do you hear me? So, whoever this is or whatever this is that you're going up against, you will come out wiser than you ever were given credit for through enduring this. You are turning into a very wise person through this experience. So, don't lose sight of the bigger picture, but also don't allow someone to defeat you because you refuse to look and pay attention to the details and clean up some things that must be cleaned up internally, okay? There's also this energy of make sure that you're open to, don't sit here and think that you don't have something to learn. Be open to advice. I do feel like that there could be some sort of wisdom that could be brought to you. There could be some sort of advice given to you, some sort of wise counsel, take heed, okay? Take heed to that. Wow, the Empress, absolutely. I want you to know that I do feel like Sag is going through some sort of, how Sag is showing up is the Page of Pentacles, like to the Hermit. I feel like that even though you may be wise, I do feel like that you are open to learning, and I want you to stay in that energy. Receive. You will be receiving some sort of wise wisdom, okay? And I'm going to say before the full moon, you will be receiving some sort of wise wisdom. Receive it. Take that in. It is going to help you in this next moon cycle, okay? Show me just a little bit more on this wise. What is this wise counsel energy that I'm feeling? I'm going to tell you something. The wise counsel is to, it could flat out be an earth sign that is going to give you some wise counsel, okay? It could be it could be an earth sign. It could be a masculine. It could be someone that has established their own business, somebody that has established themselves, okay? It could. But here's what I also want you to know. I want you to know that if you can someone's being exposed, you should expose someone. Like if you have to show something about someone, you have to show that someone, it's their jargon. It's the jargon, is what I just heard. It's how bitter this person is. It's this person's dishonesty. All you have to do, this person is telling their story. You let them tell their story. You don't have to interrupt their story. Just listen to their story. All you have to do is take their story and prove the lies inside of show the facts that make their story a lie. You don't have to go and throw no more dirt on this person's name. All you have to do is expose this person's lies. There's something about greed here. There's something about this person being greedy. The wise counsel is that something is based off of lies due to some sort of greed. Okay? Yeah, look what's at the bottom of the deck. End of depression, healing. I'm telling you, where this is headed, you ultimately already know, but you have to allow yourself not to respond in a panic perspective, okay? This could have to do with an Aquarius, a Libra, a Cancer, a Pisces, a Virgo, Scorpio, and a Taurus. Let me roll the dice as well. Can I get a clarifying life situation? And guys, I'm not going to lie. I am going to take a little break, but I'm going to go do an extended on members for this very same spread, because I do want to see the injustice that you're being asked not to respond to, okay? All right, Spirit, let's see. So if you guys would like to join us over on members, definitely check out the link down in the description box below, or just hit the join button down below. Siren Haven, embrace tranquilities as your refuge, where serenity blossoms and peace enfolds your being. So there is some sort of safe haven that you're being given. That's why you're being advised to Four of Swords. Rest. Don't become reactive. Rest in the face of injustice. Don't become reactive in the face of injustice, because injustices are done to create a chaotic scenario. Don't allow, if you know that you don't handle chaos well, why the fuck you feeding into chaos? Sit and let chaos reign first, and then you come in and show yourself, show your true self after chaos gets done being put on display. That is what you are being advised of. Take refuge right now in this quietness. Do not feel like that you have to respond to chaos with chaos. You do not have to do that in this season. The sculpture of self. I told you, your only mission right now, Sagittarius, is to master oneself. Because if you rest, become clear on what it is that you're seeking, then and only then can the universe clean some shit up so that your true colors can be exalted. It says shape the sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual acts of forming and expressing identity. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have vortex of creativity. I told you your true colors are shining. It says spiral into your creative vortex, unleashing imaginative powers to manifest your dreams into reality. That's what action steps you're being asked to do right now, is manifest. I hope that this message offers you some guidance on your journey. If this message resonates, fam, I would absolutely appreciate that thumbs up down below. It does help circulate these messages to other Sagittarian 9th house people in need. And in all that we say and in all that we do, let's choose peace. Don't forget, there's going to be a second portion over our members. Peace, love, and light.